Today we're doing after C-section exercises or a C-section workout. We are going to gently get back into fitness while keeping our core and our incision safe after our pregnancy. A C-section is a major surgery. You will want to check with your provider and get clearance before starting this new exercise routine. None of the exercises here should cause any pain, especially around your incision. You could even take the class into your doctor and scrub through on your phone to ensure that it's safe. If you're looking for stretches, breathing exercise, and some gentle pelvic floor week that is safe for the first 6 weeks, I will link to my recovery program for the first 6 weeks in the description box below. You don't need any equipment, and I'm gonna do the workout with bare feet, but if you're more comfortable with shoes, you could also grab your runners. You can sit on top of a block, or if you're comfortable, you can sit cross-legged right down on your mat. How we breathe is going to be just as important as the exercises. We want to use our 360 breath, breathing 360 degrees into our ribs. As we inhale, let your ribs open up like an umbrella. Shoulders relaxed, belly expands slightly. And then on an exhale, you can contract, engage, and draw up. Good, big inhale. Optional pelvic floor contraction, imagining a blueberry at the opening of your vagina. Exhale, lifting it in and up. Good, one more breath. Exhale. So we'll continue to use that breath through all our movements. Let's start with some gentle rib circles. Exhale around the back. Inhale as you come around. Let's go the other way. Good. We can reach up and over to one side. Exhale, engage your core to come up. Take a breath here. Good. On your next exhale, let's take a seated cat and cow so you can tuck your chin, rounding out. Exhale. Good. Inhale, looking up, keeping your core engaged. Beautiful. We're going to make our way back onto our back now. Exhale as you lower down and gently roll over on your back. You can walk your heels in to touch the tips of your fingers. Let's bring our hands to just inside your bony hip protrusion now. Take a big inhale and then exhale, engage. And it should feel tight inside your bony hip protrusion. So when we're doing our heel slide, we want to be engaged and it should feel tight there. Take a big inhale, expanding through your ribs. Good, exhale. Heel slides out. Bring it back in, inhale. Now we're gonna drop our knee to the outside without moving our other legs. If a water glass could sit on top of that opposite knee. Good, and we'll put those together. Heel slide, exhale. Core is working really hard here. Inhale, exhale, drop it out. Good, keep moving with your breath. Amazing. Let's switch to the other side. Big inhale. Exhale, release everything. And preparing for the other side. Dropping it out. Your hips should not move there. Amazing. Fully release again, relaxing. On our next exhale, we can slightly tuck the tailbone under as you engage, and let's press up into a bridge, and then inhale on the way down. Good. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. Option to add a pelvic floor contraction. Moving with your breath. Good. On this next one, let's stay up there. Good. We can pulse here. Beautiful. Release down. We're going to lift one knee up on your next exhale. An option to slightly press away for a little bit more core engagement. Inhale, release it down. Beautiful. Let's roll over onto our side now. And you can line your ribs and your hips, stack your hips over each other. We can lift that top leg, engaging your core. Let's do some circles here, about the size of a basketball. Continue to use your 360 breath. Let's go the other way. Good, let's lift that leg up now so it can tap down and lift up. Little exhale as you lift. Also, try to feel lifted through your side on the ground here. Last one. Beautiful. Let's come up on to your forearm here and then line up your hips and your knee. We're gonna press into a modified plank here. Let's hold here using your core, your 360 breath. Option to lift your leg off or leave it down. On your exhale, really engage. Last exhale. Amazing. Release it down. Let's have a quick sip of water before we move to the other side. We can carefully lower down on this side. Stacking your hips, feeling lifted through your lower side, starting with some circles, finding your breath again, engaging your core. Beautiful, let's go the other way. We can tap down, exhale, lift, short exhale. Engage on your exhale. Last one. Good, moving into a modified plank. Leaving your toe down or lifting it up. Let's breathe here. One more exhale. Amazing. Let's make our ways to all fours. So on our next exhale, you can either lift one arm or you can lift arm and leg as you exhale and engage. Good, let's hold here for breath. Exhale, tightening your core. Inhale down, switching sides. Moving back and forth with your breath. One more on each side. That may be enough for you, but if you're feeling good, we're gonna do a few exercises standing up, getting our heart pumping a little bit. We'll do low impact jumping jacks. Keeping your core engaged. For this next one, we're going to turn our hips to protect our core, and you can punch across as you tap your foot out. We're gonna walk it out now. keeping your core engaged, breathing into your ribs so you can keep your core engaged. Amazing. We're gonna do mini squats here. We're gonna come down, exhale, optional pelvic floor as you come up. If you have a wall, we can do push-ups at the wall. Otherwise, you could also do them on all fours like that, taking your toes away from the wall. Amazing job. Let's take some big arm circles. We're gonna stretch it out. Coming forward. Taking one foot behind, gentle side stretch. Exhale, engage to come up. We can take our feet wide apart, stretching through your groin. You can let one shoulder fall in. Other shoulder. Beautiful. Let's stretch out through our quads. If you want to hold on to a wall or a chair, lining your knees up, stacking ribs over hips. Release, other side. Good, release down. We can get into a wide-legged position on the mat. Let's reach up and over. Switching sides. Exhale, come up. Let's come to our knees now. We can roll our shoulders. Going the other way. Let's clasp our elbows or our hands behind, ensuring to keep your ribs pulled in so you're not stretching too deeply through your stomach. Opening up through your chest. If your hands are clasped, you can lift them up and away. Gently release. Let's round out the other way. Beautiful job. You did an amazing job today. I know how hard it is to find time to work out, and recovering from a C-section is a big deal. I also highly recommend doing scar sensitization and C-section scar massage. If you're not sure how to do that, I'll link to a video right there. One of the best free ways to support me is to subscribe. I can see in my analytics that only 26% of my viewers are subscribed. I would greatly appreciate your support so I can keep creating free content for you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.